Nah, hurricane season was over.
Super torn on this one, Meat, and no-brainer for me. This is going to be fight of the night. I cannot wait to see how Shane Burgos looks against Charles Jourdain, and if hurricane season truly is over, because Charles Jourdain has been looking absolutely impressive lately. It's 2 straight wins, it's 2 straight finishes, and both against super tough guys. I mean, he smoked Andre Ewell, he smoked Lando Venata most recently, and that was in the first round. So to get a guy like Groovy Lando out in just 2.5 minutes in round one, to me, should have opened a lot of eyes to Charles or Jourdain if they weren't already open, because this dude has looked like an absolute stud. I mean, even in his losses, right? Very close loss to Andre Touchy-Feely. He had that split draw in a close fight against Kulibao, and then he did get submitted by Julian Erosa, which was kind of an interesting matchup. Shout out Debbie. But we sort of thought that maybe Jourdain just kind of underperformed in that one, because everywhere else he's been looking absolutely phenomenal. I mean, that fight against Doo-Ho Choi, instant classic. So you love what you're seeing from Air Jourdain at such a young age too, right? I mean, it's tough to imagine this guy's only 26 years old, but nonetheless, Shane Burgos, another absolutely tough killer. I mean, he looked great against Billy Q most recently, and for me, that was nice of him to pick up a victory, because he had absorbed a lot of damage versus Josh Emmett and lost a decision in that one, and then he absorbed way too much damage versus Edson Barbosa, and finally his brain just shut off, and Edson got that late third round finish. But for him to rebound and get that W over a very tough guy like Billy Q was super encouraging, because you didn't know if Burgos was going down like the 2 punch drunk like side of the career, and if he was ever going to recover from those shots that he absorbed. So whenever Billy Q told me that he's still right there, he's still at the top of this 145 division. So what are your thoughts on this one? I feel like this is a great levels test, great opportunity for both guys. You taking Hurricane Shane, or does Air Jourdain do it again?
Yeah, this is, I mean, for sure, performance of the night, fight of the night, KO of the night. Something crazy is gonna happen. Like it's almost inevitable. So this is definitely a fight you don't want to miss, guys. But both these guys are absolute killers. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised to see Burgos be this big of a favorite. I would have thought it'd be closer to a pick'em. But I get it. Burgos has only really lost to people that are champs, or like are fighting for the champion, or top five guys basically. Charles Jourdain has not really gone there yet, but man, I'm pretty high on Air Jourdain, where I think he, is definitely the future of the division. I mean, he's 25, 26 years old, just so young. Shane Burgos, he's probably peaking, so it wouldn't surprise me if he gets it done. Hurricane season clearly is not over yet, but I think Air Jourdain is going to get it done. Call me a fanboy, I don't know, but I'm taking the underdog in this one, and I think he's going to get it done knockout in the second round.
No, I feel you. Definitely not a fanboy. And, similar to the Jack Shore versus Ricky Simone fight that we just broke down, I thought that should have been a pick 'em. And I honestly think this one should be closer to a pick 'em as well. So the fact that minus 165 is what Shane is costing and plus 144 Jourdain, I don't see the argument. I'm not going to make an argument, I should say, because Charles Jourdain at plus 140 is a pretty nice spot for sure. But if you look up our topology, 71% is rolling with Burgos. Only 29% is rolling with your boy Air Jourdain. A lot of beige on both sides, some brown for both gentlemen. You think it's going to be a finish for Air Jourdain? And any chance you could see Charles winning a decision? Or are you bullish on the idea that finish is the most likely for him?
Personally, I just don't see how this fight could go the distance. The way both
Mm.
these guys fight, Shane's been known to be, get slept. Jourdain's, can be finished. And if anyone can finish him, it would be Shane Burgos. Dude hits like a hurricane. He is going to be the bigger guy, so it'd be very interesting to see how, Charles deals with his reach and his height, and probably size disadvantage, because Shane's a big boy for that division, I'm going to be honest. So it'd be very interesting to see. But I think Charles has just really been peaking these last two fights, and he's just on a nice uptrend. So I think he's got a good fighter chance to get this done as the underdog.
Yeah, good stuff. A juicy dog for sure. And yeah, you touched on the size of Shane Burgos. I mean, he really is a pretty big 145er. I mean, he's nearly 6 foot. He's going to have an almost 6 inch reach advantage over Jourdain. And he's a guy with hella heart, too, right? I mean, Michael Chandler says that this guy, Shane Burgos, is his favorite fighter. So if you're Michael Chandler's favorite fighter, then you got something going for you because Michael Chandler is an absolute dog out there. So in this one meet, I think it's, like I said, truly a pick 'em. I'm torn on it truthfully, but I gotta go with Shane Burgos. I guess I just saw enough against Billy Q to for me be convinced that he's still there. He's still ready to fight these top guys, and I think this is going to be a great test for Charles Jourdain. One, however, that I think he's going to come up a little bit short in, and maybe in 3-4 years, this is going to be that fight that really allowed Charles Jourdain to turn the corner. Because while I have been impressed with him running through all these guys, I want to see what he does against the top 10, top 7 guys. Because we know at 135, at 145, 155, even 170, right? Like there's always a distinction. There's always a strong separation from the top 5, top 7 guys versus the top 20 guys, so to speak. So I'm going to roll with Shane Burgos in this one. I think he gets it done by decision, but man, if Jourdain gets this one done, then sky seemingly is the limit, eh?
Yeah, no, 100%. Throw in the comments who you got, Air Jourdain or Hurricane Season.